Hey, if it like YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Dead Man's Chest. Okay, so I thought I'd give a coral update. We've got some new additions to the tank. And also I've noticed that I've started to get some more diatoms again on the sandbed. Now, I think this is probably due to me shutting down the biopellet reactor, but apart from the diatoms on the sand, everything else is fine. Rockwork's fine. Yeah, so I'm sure it'll burn itself out. But okay, right, I'll give you a look at some of the new stuff. Before I do that, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to sell some of these corals, mainly the LPS corals. So the torch coral I'm going to sell, the blue mouth green goniopora, I'm going to sell the green hammer coral, and I'm going to sell the pussy coral, and I've got a couple of mushrooms that I'm going to sell as well, but I'll get into that shortly. Okay, so we'll start on the left hand side, shall we? So I've added some more zoanthids. So we've got these dragon eyes, and I'm not sure what they are, but they're new as well, that little red ones. The Sunny D's are doing good, as are the Rastas, they're starting to multiply. The Bam Bams, they're pretty good. The Valentine's Day Masker, one of the polyps went flying about the tank, so I've just glued it to this little plug, so we'll see how that goes. I've got like a little plate coral, it's very small though. You've seen the recording on the previous episode. The Blastos are doing good. The trumpet coral, it's now split into two. The Tango zoanthids are a wee bit peeved off because I kind of squashed them into that corner, but I think I damaged the polyps. My Duncan coral, it's totally and utterly pissed off because that little shit cleaner shrimp, he just keeps going on top of them all the time, and it's been a couple of days now that they've not been opening up, because as soon as they open he's all over them. Oh, never mind. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of this torch coral, that green goniopora, and the hammer coral in the back. I'm going to get rid of probably that blue mushroom, the green tiger mushroom, and the Vietnamese red mushroom. And I'll explain why shortly. Also added some of these yellow zoas. I've just got them up there now. I will stick them with the rest shortly. So I've moved the Gorgonian up here. He seems to be loving it. The red Digi, he's starting to encrust onto the rockwork. And behind him you can see, can't get focus, there's a bonsai acropora. And this millie is starting to encrust on the rockwork there. Also added the yellow porites, but he's brown, but yellow with brown polyps, but maybe it might lighten up, but still kind of cool, something different. And I've got a bird of paradise bird's nest, that's new, it's doing pretty good, very small though. And there's this Montipora. It's doing pretty good. Signs of new growth. There's a deep water acro. It's not doing very well. Seems to be okay, but we'll see how it goes. Behind that, that's just a bit of the original bird's nest I had that I knocked off. The purple stylo is doing good. Starting to get growth on it. Tips are kind of pointing up a bit. Then there's this green Acropora. Seen that in a previous episode as well. It's doing good. I've added this purple. Flipping heck, I've got a brown one. I just mentioned it 2 minutes ago. Porite, yeah, purple porite. Flipping, had a brain fart there. Pink bird's nest. Lots of growth on that, it's doing really well. The green Montipora, it's doing excellent now, really encrusting on the rocks. Really cool. As is the red Montipora Capricornus. And I'm loving my brain maze coral. It looks as if it's starting to spread onto the rocks now. Really cool. Really love this coral, man, it's just beautiful. And this Millie, this was the one that was dead, but it's starting to come back. So when I had the calc overdose, I only actually lost 2 corals. I lost the, I don't know if you remember, it was like a green Montipora confusa that was stuck here, wee frog, that died, and the Fabia, it died as well. Oh my god, check who's given a rare appearance. Phantom. Wow. He's getting brave. Don't know if I can zoom in on him. How's it going, buddy? A brave going to the drop off. That's cool. Don't usually see him up here. The SPS up here are doing really good. And there's a purple porites there as well. And the Bali Slimer in the back. And I'm not sure what type of acro that is, I forget the name of it. I've got it written down in my book. Because every coral I get, I write it in my book when I added it. The same with any equipment I get, so that anything goes wrong I can find out when I put it in. Oh my god, that's so cool. Never ever see this guy, he normally hides, so. I want to go round, I want to move round, but I bet you he's gonna thingy take off. So here's this rock work, and I've added some green star polyps on the top. Really like this polyps because they're like a minty green as opposed to like the really dark lime green, which I'm not really a fan of. I quite like this lighter minty green coloured. So that's pretty cool. And the snail's working on that diatoms nicely. So fun, he's took off. I wonder if I'll be able to see him. There he goes. Didn't go too far then. Although you never really see him, he's really handy because he just grabs all the food that's kind of goes into the caves and stuff. So he is pretty handy, and I must admit he is coming out a lot more now. Compared when I first got him, you'd never ever seen him. But as you can see, out and about a lot more often. So yeah, that's pretty much all the corals just now. Next, what I'm going to be focusing on next is definitely going to be focusing on getting fish, because there's hardly any fish in here, you know what I mean? But yeah, Now, the reason I'm wanting to get rid of these corals is because I'm wanting to up the flow a bit more and get more SPS. So these are just going to have to go. The Duncans, I'd like to keep them, but we'll see what happens. But if this bloody cleaner shrimp keeps pissing them off, he might actually go as well. But we'll see, we'll see. Now, I was actually thinking of changing this side of the aquascape because this is a bit of a mess here, you know what I mean? And I'm actually thinking about removing this whole bottom layer of rocks so that I've just got this island and this bit would be like floating as well, and then I'll maybe like create a few more overhangs higher up for SPS, which would leave the whole of this sand bed totally clear. This would be like the only rock that would be on the base and that as well, and then maybe have like another little island similar to that on the other side down here with some clove polyps or something. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of still thinking about it. I'm not sure, I don't know. But yeah, everything's fine. Fish are all healthy. Just that diatoms bit, I kind of upsetted the equilibrium when I took the pellets off, I think. But it'll settle down, it'll burn out, and it'll be back to normal. But once I start getting more SPS, I might actually take the sand out and put in like a thicker grain sand so that it doesn't blow about, because I mean I've got the pumps up pretty high just now for the flow on this side, but as you can see the sand just keeps getting blown about. So that's kind of annoying. So yeah, that's the plan. So I could have bought actual colonies, but I actually prefer buying frags, you know what I mean? Because I think you get more pleasure if you buy frags and then you actually see them growing. Plus they're cheaper. And this hobby's as expensive as it is, so as long as you're patient and you don't mind waiting, it's definitely worth it. And then of course once you start getting colonies yourself, you can start fragging them and selling them onto other reefers and make a little extra money so that you can get some more. So yep, just a real quick video, just thought I'd give you a quick update on all the corals. We bit hooked off of that Duncan like that. Look at that shrimp, man, he's just sitting there waiting for them to open up and then zap, he's straight onto them. The other little thing was the hermit crabs, the blue dwarf hermits. Oh, they do a good job, like, but Jesus, they keep going onto that Duncan as well, now and again. There's one down there just climbing onto the blasto, but they're just getting all the food and everything it's trapped. It's pretty good. So that's pretty much it. Tank's looking good though. But like I say, definitely going to get some more fish. Probably going to get a couple of firefish. Either a coral beauty angelfish or a flame angel. A yellow tang maybe. Because there's always that thing that if it does get too big, I might have to upgrade. Sorry babe. So yeah, I'm gonna sell these, I think. It's a Vietnamese red mushroom and a green tiger mushroom. And up here is a blue mushroom. I was gonna actually have this whole side, we'll just let it get covered in mushrooms because it's quite shaded and there's not much flow there. But yeah, I think I'm actually really enjoying the SPS at the moment. So, and the only thing that's kind of holding me back is these corals, because I can't really get the flow up, because they get a bit pissed off for that. But the trumpet coral, it's got 2 heads now, which is really cool. Anyway, I'm starting to blether here, you know what I mean? So I'll maybe just end the video. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for all the support. Really appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Or the dislike button if you dislike it. It's all good. And yep, I'll catch you next time. You still here? Right, I'm off. So until the next one, thanks for watching guys. Bye bye.